Good morning and welcome to your New York Islanders prospect update for July 30th. Of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't miss any of the videos I put up. Head over to Twitter and follow @TLOMitch. That's me. Don't miss any breaking information I've yet to have a chance to cover on the channel. There weren't any games yesterday at the Summer Showcase, but there is still action for Islanders prospects, and that was at the Team Canada development camp in Calgary. So as you know, Team Canada invited 51 players to take the first step in forming their 2022 World Junior Championship roster. Those 51 players are in Calgary for a couple of weeks, and there are 2 Islanders prospects there. Initially, I thought it was just one, but I forgot to include a player that was drafted in the 2021 draft, and that's Tristan Lennox. So we have William Full there and Tristan Lennox. So let's get to both of those players and the competition that they have to get a spot for the 2022 World Junior Championship. First is William Full. He played on Team Red. Here's their practice squad. Now you can see he's playing on the quote-unquote second line. And I kind of overreacted on Twitter saying like, oh, top 6. And you're going, not really, because he's the second of 3 lines. So he's right there in the middle. That's not a full team either. But when you look at Team White, here's the roster. Now it's all liney. I guess Scott Wheeler's printer ran out of ink, or the printer that they gave it from ran out of ink. Either way, on the right side, you see guys like Seth Jarvis, Dylan Guenther, Zayde Wisdom, and Tyler Tullio. I think these are the top 4 players for Team Canada going forward. And if Williams Full has a chance to make the squad, it's going to be over one of these 4 players. Now, I don't think it's going to be over a guy like Seth Jarvis, and I don't think it's going to be over a guy like Dylan Guenther. I think if Williams Full has a chance to make this roster, it's going to be instead of Zayde Wisdom or Tyler Tullio. So we'll have to look at how this roster evolves throughout this minicamp and how Zayde and Tyler and Williams' season progress throughout the year leading up towards the tournament in December/January. So things to look for here. Williams Full seems like he's on the extra squad. And of course, I'm using air quotes here because we don't actually know which one is extra and which it isn't. But it seems like the top 4 on the right hand is set as of today. Now let's see if William can get into that spot going forward. In terms of the goaltending, you can see again Tristan Lennox being on the extra side with Sebastian Cossa. So Tristan played second fiddle to Cossa. On the full side, or the regular side, you can see Dylan Garand playing top fiddle. Now, Garand was there last year for Team Canada. Wasn't necessarily the starter for them, but still part of the team. So you have to think that in terms of continuity, they might bring him back still. And look, Garand, sorry, I keep wanting to say Costa. Garand played last year. He played at the AHL level and at the WHL level. That wasn't the case for Tristan Lennox. The same thing for Sebastian Cossa. He played last year at the WHL level and dominated. Lennox didn't play at all last year because the OHL didn't have a year. So he's already at a disadvantage here. If he's going to take a spot, it's going to be over Sebastian Cossa or Dylan Garand. I don't see him getting a spot over either of those guys, maybe over Cossa, but he's going to have a monster year if he's going to do so. At this point, it seems that Lennox is probably the number 3 for Team Canada. Thank you for following. Thank you for listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you have, a big ol' thank you to you.